Hello, welcome back to English Gurukul. Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn very important grammatical lessons. So let's begin. My friend, today we are going to learn about, write down, sentence. Last day we discussed about what? Last day we discussed about the clause and its types. Yes or no? Already we have discussed about coordinating and also subordinating clauses. And if you don't watch these videos, please visit my channel and watch it fast. And today that's very important topic. This topic is very important, and unless you have any idea regarding sentences, so always you will have difficulties to write English, speak English, and also understand what people speak about. Because of this reason, we need to understand sentences. Okay, now what would be the definition of sentence, or what would be the function of sentence, we need to understand today. As far as my knowledge is concerned, sentence is a group of words. What? First of all, we have to understand what is sentence. How can we define it? Sentence is a group of words. What, my friend? Group of words, and it has also its meaning. That means a sentence must have express its own meaning. So that means I can write very simply that sentence is a group of words. First of all, it is a group of words. Yes or no? And it has its own meaning. Last day we had discussed about the clause, and what did I tell in clause? That clause is also a group of words. Yes or no? Clause is also a group of words, and it does not always express its meaning. That's very important. So now what I have written over here, sentence. Sentence means a group of words and which express its meaning. The sentence always express its meaning, and always you remember in sentence it contains a subject and a predicate. Okay, write it down, my friend, all of you, please write it down. What I have written over here, try to understand that it contains a subject and a predicate part. What does it mean? I have written a sentence is a group of words which has its own meaning. That means it expresses its own meaning. Sentence means it contains a subject and a predicate. Let me make you understand about this thing by giving an example. Suppose if I write Ram plays cricket. Okay, Ram plays cricket. I have written a sentence. Now Ram is subject over there, and subject is noun or pronoun? Noun. Okay, and from plays to cricket is called the predicate part of this sentence. And already I made you understand what is subject and what is predicate. Predicate means what we talk about the subject in a sentence, it is known as the predicate of sentence. That means here we talk about what subject does. What subject does? Subject plays cricket. Okay, and and also I said in predicate part we need to have one main verb. Also we have seen that here main verb is plays. So I can say Ram plays cricket, it contains subject also predicate. Yes or no? That means it is complete sentence, also it expresses its own meaning. So that is very important. So I repeat that sentence is a group of words and it expresses its own meaning. It contains a subject and the predicate. Already I have given an example over there. Next, we need to understand, my friend, very important things over there, that the sentence has been divided. The sentence has been divided according to, write down, according to structure Sentence has been divided into three parts. First one is called simple sentence. Simple sentence. Second one is complex sentence. Third one is compound sentence. Compound sentence. Okay, according to structure, sentence has been divided into three parts. First one is simple, second one is complex, and third one is compound sentence. And according to Functionwise, according to function, sentence has been divided into five parts. One is assertive sentence, which is also known as declarative sentence. Second one is interrogative sentence. Number 3 is imperative sentence. Number 4 is optative sentence. And number 5th is exclamatory sentence. Okay, these five parts. So what did I say? That according to sentence has been divided into, you see that according to structure wise there are three parts, and according to function wise there are five parts. According to structure wise it has been divided into three, simple, complex and compound, and according to function wise it has been divided into three: assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative and exclamatory. One by one all the things will be given, will be told to all of you, all the important ingredients of all those things. Okay, all the knowledge will be shared. Now write down, all of you along with me, about the simple sentence. What I said, according to structure wise the sentence has been divided into three: simple, complex and compound. Now what is simple sentence? Simple sentence means what? Simple sentence means simple sentence always contains an independent clause. Okay, a simple sentence always contains independent clause. Let me give an example. Shita reads a book. So you can see it's an independent clause. Yes or no? Shita reads a book. It expresses its own meaning. Very good, its own meaning, and because of this reason we can say it's an independent clause. What, my friend? Is an independent clause, or I can say the main clause. Okay, independent clause, and it has only one finite verb. Have you seen? Yeah, it is called the finite verb or the main verb of the sentence. So a sentence which has only one finite verb or main verb, it is known as what, my friend? Independent clause. It is known as simple sentence. Okay, so here you can say reads is finite verb, so Shita is subject, A is determiner, book is noun, so it is known as simple sentence. Next one is complex sentence. What is complex sentence? Write down complex sentence. What is complex sentence? Always you should remember, in complex sentence contain an independent clause or main clause and one or more subordinate clause. Now let me give you an example. Write down along with me, my friend. I have written complex sentence, an independent clause or main clause and one or more subordinate clause. Write down, I will go to school if you come. Always you should remember, complex sentence, what I said, it must have the independent clause or main clause and one or more subordinate clause. Now just look at the sentence over here, what I have written, I will go to school if you come. Okay, so unless you understand this concept, you can't write the complex sentence. You know that in spite of having a lot of problems, people learn this concept because they know these lessons is really powerful, and you should also know. You see that I will go to school if you come. So it's a complex sentence. So I will go to school. Okay, it's a main clause, or I can say independent clause. Independent clause. And what I have written, if you come, is a dependent clause, or I can say subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. Last day I have discussed about subordinate clause, and also subordinate clause also known as what? Yes, very good, dependent clause. So if you say dependent clause or subordinate clause, both are same, and whenever we write the subordinate clause or dependent clause, we need conjunction, and this conjunction is known as subordinating conjunction. Here we have used subordinating conjunction if. Got my point? Okay, so I will go to school is an independent clause, and why it is called independence? Because it expresses its own meaning. Yes or no? It expresses. I will go to school. It does not, this sentence I will go to school, this sentence does not depend on other sentences. It can easily express itself. That means it can stand alone. But the rest of the sentence, if you come, it does not express the meaning, complete meaning. So that's the reason we can call it dependent clause, because this, it can't stand alone. It can't stand alone. It depends on the other clause. I will go to school. It depends on, if you come, these clause depend on the main clause or the independent clause. It's completely depend on other clause. That's the reason we can call it subordinate clause or dependent clause. Got my point? So already we have understood what is simple sentence and what is complex sentence. Let me tell you something very interesting, which is known as compound sentence. What, my friend? Compound sentence. Please write it down. Write it down. Compound sentence. Compound sentence. What is compound sentence? Always you remember, in compound sentence there are two, I have written two independent clause, two independent, it contains, compound sentence always contain two independent clause, and it must joined by conjunction, and both the sentences joined by conjunction. Joined by conjunction. Two independent clause, it always, if I write a compound sentence, it must have the two, it must have two independent clause, and it must be joined by, yes, very good answer, conjunction. Okay, please write it down. I want to see whether my handwriting is clear or not. Is it? Okay, fine. It is clearly visible. It can seen very easily by all of you. Now what I have written here, compound sentence. Yes or no, my friend? So now what is compound sentence? Right? I will write a sentence. He watched TV and I watched mobile. He watched TV and I watched mobile. Okay. Now, have you seen that he watched TV and I watched a mobile? I watched a mobile, he watched a TV. Okay. He watched a TV. Okay, try to understand. He watched a TV and I watched a mobile. Now can you understand where is the conjunction lying down on this sentence? Yes, very good. Here and is conjunction. Very good. It is known as coordinating conjunction. What? Coordinating conjunction. Last day also I discussed. If you don't watch the video, please visit again and watch this video. Then you will get idea that you must have some ideas about it. Then you can understand it. Okay. So visit my channel. He watched a TV and I watched a mobile. You see, he watched a TV. It also express its meaning, completely express its meaning. From I to mobile, I watched a mobile. It also express its own meaning. Both these sentences don't depend on each other. In the previous sentence I have written, I will go to school. If you come, this sentence, that means this clause depends on the other clause. Yes or no? But in that case, you watched a TV and I watched a mobile. I watched a mobile. It completely expresses own meaning. Similarly, you watched a TV. It also expresses own meaning. So it does not. Both of these sentences don't depend on each other. And because of this reason, we can call it independent clause, and both of them are connected by the conjunction and. Very good. Good answer. So I think all of you understood about the compound sentence. Now my friend, already in sentence part I have told you that what is sentence. Sentence is a group of words which can express its own meaning, and it contains a subject and the predicate part. Already I have given an example, and by giving an example I made you understand about sentence. And what I told, according to Structurewise, it has been divided into 3 parts, and according to Functionwise also it has been divided into 5 parts. And what are them? What are they? Already I have written. And according to Functionwise, you have seen this assertive, interrogative, imperative, operative and exclamatory. So today only I have discussed about the parts of simple, complex and compound. Simple sentence, I thought that all of you understood the concept. Complex and compound also you understood the concept. You got my points. So next day when I make video, then I will discuss about according to Functionwise all the sentences, and also I will give you the examples, and I will deeply make you understand regarding this matter. Not for today. So today all those lessons what I discussed, I think all of you understood it. For today that's all. Thank you. And if you don't understand, I hope all of you understood, but if you don't understand, ask me freely. I personally reply to all of your comments. And don't forget to subscribe my channel English Gurukul. So my friend, I will give you very powerful and very sophisticated, outstanding lessons. That's all, and let's grow together at English Gurukul. Thank you. Have a good day. Wish you all the best. Bye bye. Tata. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.